Hey, YouTube, TrueTube here. Tonight I'm making skillet fried potatoes in rendered beef fat. Yeah. Okay, I got my potatoes cleaned. I got a bowl next to me that has water, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of citric acid in it. And I'm just gonna, so they're already, I'm using this. I don't know if you've ever seen me use it before. Gotta be careful because I've cut my hand on this thing before. I got a knife just in case the potatoes have some bad spots on them, because we have had them for a while, and even though they've been in a cool place, you never know. All I'm gonna do is check my potatoes, and if they're fine, this just slices them. And it has a dice too, but I don't need that. But I'm just, and if they have just a small bad spot, perfect. And I'll just keep it going like that. And then they go, oops. See, if they need to be pushed, you just, this is the bottom to it, you go like that, and it pushes them out. And then I'll take them, without cutting myself, and toss them in the water so they stay fresh. They don't turn all brown and black and orange and red and oxidized. So I'm gonna get these done, and when I get them done, I'll be back and let you see the rest of the process. Okay, I have all my potatoes sitting on a board between some towels to dry off completely. Right? So I'm gonna get my pan. I'm putting them in the oven just to sit there. The oven's not on. Just don't want them in the way. I'm gonna put this pan on low. Almost just a tad over low. And then I'm gonna reach in my fridge and grab my leftover chunks of beef fat. And I can't remember what I did, but I want this. See, here's. Use this. I'll spread it out. Just like that. Now, I'm not going to season it or anything, because I just want the fat out of it. And this piece, oops, I'm going to render at a different time for something different. Plus, it actually has a good amount of meat on it, but there's a lot of fat in it. So, like, Sophia, if I can render a decent amount of fat out of this, will it drying up, Sophia will like that piece of meat. So, all I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to go sit in the other room, watch TV. And I'm going to let this slowly render. Just like, so I can use that fat. It won't be a lot of it, but all I need is 1 or 2 tablespoons. So I will be back in a couple minutes. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. You can see some of the fat is rendering. Like I said, I don't want it too high. I know this is going to take a while, but that's no big deal. I just want to get the fat out of it. And I want to do it real slow because I don't want the fat to burn, because then it'll make the food you use in taste like burnt meat. So I'm probably not going to turn this back on, so you don't have to watch it until it's completely done. So I will be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, I got quite a bit out of this. So what I'm going to do is, I have a little glass container. Pour it in as slow as I can. I got a couple little specks in it, but it still looks pretty clean, and the house doesn't smell like burnt grease. Okay, so I'm going to take this, pull it back, and let it render a little bit more. That way, the little, plus you can always take a coffee filter and run it through this, or run it through it and get all the little speckles out. Now, I'm gonna let this go a little bit longer. I'm not sure how much more I'll get, but I just wanted to let you see that, just so, you know, like I said, I don't have to worry about this burning or anything. And another thing, don't dump your grease in a little container over your stove with the flame going. That's just common sense. I'll admit, I didn't have it at that point. I didn't even think about it until I started dumping it in, because I was going to use a spoon, but I didn't want to use dirty a spoon. So it wasn't smart on my part, I'll admit that. Okay, I think I've gotten all out of this I can, because that meat's starting to stink. So I'm going to take this meat out of here. I am going to leave the heat right on where it is, at least right for the next couple minutes. And just try to, just like a board right here, I'll put this on so it can cool down, and I can chuck it. I want to get every little piece out of there I can, because I don't want chunks of burnt meat in my food and my potatoes. Alright. There we go, just like that. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, I don't see any chunks. So I'm going to take just a little bit more of my fat and put it in there. Okay. Just like that. And I'm going to have to clean when I'm done again. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my potatoes, which I said I had just in there. Yeah, look beautiful, don't they? And then I'm going to spread them out. I'm probably not going to do them all in one shot because there's a lot of them. Somebody's shedding. Okay. I think that should be about 2. Okay, spread these out a little bit. I'll put these back in the oven. Like I said, the oven's not on. I just have them sitting in there so they're not in the way. Okay, and now real quick, I'm just going to try to get a little bit of oil on everything. I still have this on low because I want these to cook through. I don't want them to burn. So I'm not really worried about the time they're going to take. Okay. Now, I need just a little bit more oil. Could use a spoon, but I don't want a dirty one, so I'm just using. There we go. Okay, that should be plenty then. Just enough to, I don't want them greasy. Or, I mean, like deep fried. Or even shallow fried. I just want everything a little coating on it. Okay? Just like that. Now, this is, I want to spread them out just a little bit better. Okay? This is the part where you can do whatever you want. Okay? We are going to grab our seasonings. First things first, salt. Want a decent amount of salt, because of course you want them to taste good. Alright. And I am, okay, my pepper medley. I need to refill this because it's getting low. That's going to be good. Then I'm going to grab me some granulated garlic. I want a decent amount on there. And some granulated onion. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to use some of my, which is one of my favorite seasonings, the bell pepper powder I make. So this will give it good flavor. But since these are bell peppers, they don't have any heat. So that'll give it a good flavor. And that's what I'm going to leave it at. And now I'm going to take and rinse my hands up real quick so I don't get that crap everywhere. Mix them up a little bit. So I want to get a little bit of that on everything. Smells really good too. See, I still have just I don't know if you can see it. Just a very little bit of oil in it. It's not, you know, not loaded. Alright, just like that. And I'm going to spread them out really good. Now if you want more oil, go right ahead. If you don't get enough, yeah, whatever oil you want. A little bit of butter. If you're doing them slow like this, a little butter should be fine. Shouldn't burn too quick. So then I'm going to grab a lid. Like I said, these, I want them to cook through. They'll get a nice brown on them in that time. So I'm going to put a lid on them. I still have them on low. And this does have little vents too, so it won't steam 100%. But that way they can cook. And I can sit in the other room and watch TV and not worry about hopefully burning anything. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm gonna let them just about cook completely through before I come back. So you don't have to see me popping the lid off, you know, moving them around, mixing them up, putting the lid back on. So I'll wait through that. Okay, I checked these and they still, most of them are done, but not all of them. So what I'm gonna do, actually you can do this a step ahead of time too, is I'm just taking a little bit of filtered water and putting a little bit in there. Mostly just to make steam. I mean, there is a little bit, but not a lot because I don't want them to boil. Because they smell good. Very good. Some of them are starting to brown. Oh, that's going to be some good eats. So I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, these are done. Oops. Yeah, now you're cleaning the floor up. I'm just going to stir them around. I'm going to be careful. I don't want to mash them because I think I'm starting to do a couple. They're getting right. They're cooked right where they need to be. Now, then I'm going to spread them out. And see, this is about the coloring I want on them. Nice little brown. So I'm just going to spread them out a little bit like that. And turn the heat up literally for just a minute. And right now, you could always add, like say, a glob of butter or a little bit more fat or something to help them crust up a little bit more. But I think I had plenty of fat in there, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm literally just going to let them cook like this, probably for maybe, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 minutes. And that's it. Because one is I'm hungry and I don't want them to burn. So, I'm good. They do, however, need a touch more salt. I didn't think they would because I put quite a bit on them in the beginning. You can taste a little bit of the garlic in there. Oh, man, that's good. Alright. And that's all I'm going to do. Let them get a little crisp on the bottom and they're all done. So you get a decent pick of them. There we go. Now, if you liked this vid, please hit the like button. Give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Because a lot of people are watching these videos and they're not subscribed. I know there's a lot of people to watch on YouTube, so cooking channels are 1 in a million. But hey, it's all for fun. So everybody please enjoy your night, because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning here. And your day. Please be safe and healthy. Bye-bye.